Good afternoon, everyone on the dais and in the audience. There's a huge amount of energy that I find in the audience of young people. I've been sitting here since morning and observing. Very happy to hear that there's a very special lady entrepreneurs TiE group here, and not SIG as the just a few while said. It again shows a very different city than other ones in India. And I came here about a year ago, and I did find it's such a wonderful city in every respect, with such huge potential. And I said, why not? I mean, why not this city can reach 20,000 plus crores in revenue? But at the moment I'll talk about IT, and maybe a little later I'll talk something else as well. So I tried to share some of the things which we did with the TiE group here. Naveen Jha, Santosh, Ruti Kopi, and Vivek Pawar and others. So they said, why not we have an occasion where with other stakeholders will also be around, and all the young people there, and we can share that. And this is where I am here with you today. I must admit, my interaction with the city goes back many years when I was just around 10-year-old. Late Dr. D.K. Gokak was a very dear friend of my father. Both were professor of English literature, and used to visit the families very often, both sides. And the latest thing, our daughter-in-law also is a Kannada lady. So I think our interaction of the family with the Karnataka is very strong. Let me go back to the days as Dr. Ashok Shah said of '96. I had finished my tenure in Motorola, and you probably are aware that in 1994 March, Motorola achieved SCI, CMM SCI level 5. That was the first time a quality of that level, 3.4 defects in 1 million lines of code, was achieved in the world. And this was achieved by the Indian arm of Motorola. I'm incredibly proud about that. So when we came back here and found that Pune was struggling with about $30 million IT thing, and it was exactly like here, where it was not like Bangalore or like maybe Hyderabad, not a big company city. In fact, Pune has probably the largest number of SMEs. I heard a lot of SMEs talk going on here. So we are exactly like yours. I think we have some 40,000 SMEs in Pune. I come from COAP, College of Engineering, Pune. And majority of my classmates, I went into the Navy, of course, but majority of my classmates started their own little thing, workshop or something like that. Very few actually work in companies. So it's an entrepreneurial town. It's also a town of art, music and culture, like this town as well. We have Savai Gandharva festival very often. We have a variety of drama festivals and everything else. So that's an art. So we have entrepreneurship. We have knowledge city. They call it Pune Vidya Mahirga. That's Maika of Vidya knowledge. And of course, art and culture. Both equally important thing, and I think the same thing goes here as well in Hubli. That there's a huge amount of social and religious tolerance in the city, thanks to Dr. Anand Khandekar, Maharishi Pule and other people who were there. Even Hubli also, I think, has got, probably never had any riots. Pune also has the same history, in spite of riots being there in Mumbai. We never had riots in Pune, because it's a civic population. So these are the 4 attributes, you can call them, which come as a result of art and culture and history. And I had requested Prasanna Dikshit to send me a similar presentation on Hubli, Dharwad region. And what he sent me was amazing, almost very similar. You have also a very rich history, very rich cultural thing, and very rich social tolerance, and of course knowledge city, because you have one of the oldest colleges here as well. And it was the British who realized that, as somebody quite rightly said, 100 years ago, set up a major railway workshop here, but somehow thereafter it kind of remained where it was. So in Pune, one of the things which we needed to do something was to arouse the young population. It has to be a ground-up swell for us to succeed. And I heard Mr. Vijay Sankeshwari saying about that, saying that he found similar kind of situation here, that people felt that in a small town, how can we be leaders, how can, very entrepreneurial, dynamic, visionary leader. Then came Sambhaji Maharaj, who had a short tenure, 8 years, but we call him consolidator. These are all very typical corporate terms you're all familiar with. He did not allow a single fort or a single ship or a single square inch of land, what had been created by Shivaji Maharaj, to be lost. Because he was really moving from place to place, fighting not only the Mughals but Adil Shahi and other people as well. And he had a major presence in Karnataka as well, as you know. The Maratha Empire did extend there as well. So that was the consolidation phase, about 8 years. Then came Bajirao, the first, Korle Bajirao as we call him. He was the one who gave the slogan, Chalo Delhi. Those of you who have been to Pune and seen the Fort Shanmarwada, it has got a major gate which is called as Delhi Gate, facing the north, and now there's a beautiful statue of Bajirao there as well. He gave the export orientation, I think use the word, to Pune or the Maratha Empire.